Hey, how you doing YouTube? I'm Dr. Nabil, and today I'm going to be talking about why the Indiana Pacers could make the NBA Finals. Now, before you get your panties in a knot and be like, oh dude, no they're not, they're trash, they're not going to make the... I'm not saying they're going to make the Finals, I'm not saying they're favored to make the Finals, I'm not even a Pacers fan, I'm just going to be giving some reasons why I think they could potentially be a dark horse to make the Finals. Kind of like how I made a similar video on the Washington Wizards, how they could shock the NBA and make the NBA Finals. It's going to probably kind of be like that, but just with the Indiana Pacers. I think they're going to be a dark horse. Do I think they're going to make it? Probably not, but I do think there's a chance just because of like some of the reasons I'm going to give. So yeah, I just don't want y'all to think I'm some biased Indiana Pacers fan. So please don't crucify me for this video. But anyway, guys, without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my first reason for this video is going to be that they are in the Eastern Conference. And now what I mean by this is that the East is I mean, they're not very good. They have 76ers, Toronto, then that's pretty much the three that have a chance to make the NBA Finals out of the East. But then you have teams like the Wizards, Indiana, and other teams. They have more teams. I'm sure I'm forgetting some, and y'all are going to somehow correct me and wrong in the comment section. And so, yeah, but there's like pretty much like 6 to like 5 teams that have a legit shot to make the NBA Finals, especially since LeBron has left the East. It is wide open. I mean, there's no one really knows who's going to win the East. But so, I mean, with how wide open it actually is, I think the Pacers have a pretty good chance of being that team to make it. As I mean, yes, like I said, they have teams like the Celtics and the 76ers, but the 76ers have extreme injury problems, especially with their young guys. I mean, Joel Embiid's an injury waiting to happen. I know he stayed healthy pretty much the entire year last year, and so did Ben Simmons. But I mean, when you look at it, Markelle Fultz could barely play the game, and I think their rookie Zaire Smith, he even just got injured with a foot injury. So I mean, they have a chance to get their season derailed to injury. I don't wish injury upon no one, obviously. I'm just saying that they are a very injury-prone team. And then the Celtics, they're just very young, but I don't think the youngness is going to matter much because their young guys are extremely good. And plus, they have some veteran all-star level talent in Horford, Kyrie, and Gordon Hayward. But they're still a pretty young team, so that could be a thing. So I think the Indiana Pacers have just as good of a chance as any other team in the East right now to make the Finals. I think if LeBron was still there, I would just go with his team. But I mean, since he's left, it literally blows it wide open. There's no telling who's going to win. And I think the East is going to be pretty fun to watch because of that. But now my second reason is going to be their free agency. A lot of people aren't talking about the Pacers' free agency, but they actually had a pretty good one. As I mean, they let Lance Stephenson walk, which seemed like a bad move on their part because he was a good bench contributor. But when you look at what they got back for him, it kind of makes sense. As I mean, the first thing they did was sign Doug McDermott. Now, Doug McDermott isn't this unbelievable good player. As I mean, he's literally been in the league 5 years and have been on 5 teams. He's switched teams every single year of his career, but that's not really his fault. I mean, it is, but it's not. He's a very good three-point shooter. As I think he shoots like 40-something% from 3. So I mean, that's probably the biggest reason why they picked him up, because he's just such like a pretty good three-point shooter. But then they went ahead and signed Tyreke Evans, who had a career year last year, averaging 19.4 points per game, 5.2 assists per game, and 5.1 rebounds per game. Yes, now I know those stats and the scoring averages will most likely go down due to him being on a better team, but I still think he will be a very good contributor to him as a starter or even off the bench, depending how they decide to use him. I think he'll end up starting probably at the shooting guard or small forward position. I think he'll probably start somewhere right there. He played for the Pelicans. He was all right, but I mean, last year he had a breakout year. Pretty much whatever I thought he was going to have after his rookie year and everything. It looks like he's going back to kind of go into that form. And I mean, if he can even average around 15 points per game for them, that would be very big, as that will be much needed scoring for them this season. But now my third reason is going to be their draft. Now, I mean, Aaron Holiday is who they drafted, and I am very high on Aaron Holiday. Now, I don't know if this is just because I'm a Pelicans fan and Drew Holiday's on the team, and I just like Aaron Holiday, but when I watched Aaron Holiday play for UCLA, I always thought he was just one of the top point guards in this class. As I mean, his junior year last year, he averaged 20.3 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game, and 5.8 assists per game. The dude, when he played with Lonzo, he was probably the second best player on that team when he played with Lonzo. He can score at will, which would be very nice scoring off the bench for the Pacers for sure. And then I mean, he hustles, gets you assists, can pass the ball. It's just an all-around good point guard, and I think he'll be a very solid player for the Pacers. And I think he could be one of the steals of the draft. And you could even see it in the summer league. He's explosive, works hard, plays defense. He does a lot of stuff very good, kind of like his brother Drew Holiday. So I definitely think he's going to be better than Justin. Do I think he's going to be better than Drew? I don't know, but I think Aaron Holiday could potentially be a very big steal in this draft. Now, now that I say that, he's probably going to break his leg in the first week, and then I'm going to have to eat my words. But, I mean, barring any injury, I think he could be a huge steal for them. So let's just recap what I said before and end off the video. They're in the East. The East is wide open with LeBron leaving. The free agency, they're able to sign very key contributors, at least for the scoring, with Tyreke Evans and Doug McDermott. Both can shoot a three, both can score the ball. And then, obviously, they drafted Aaron Holiday, a point guard off the bench, which will give him much-needed scoring off the bench. So I think, and he's probably going to develop behind Victor Oladipo, learn how to work very hard. And, I mean, no telling how you can go from there. Plus, they still have a all-around good starting five, as I think it's now going to be Victor Oladipo. I think this is a chance, but I don't think it's going to happen. But this is what it could be. It could be Aaron Holiday, Victor Oladipo at shooting guard. So Aaron Holiday at the point guard, Victor Oladipo at shooting guard, Tyreke Evans at small forward, Miles Turner at the 5. And I don't know who they'd put at the 4. That's a potential starting lineup, in my opinion, but I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Who do you think they're going to go with the starting lineup? Do you think they're going to start Aaron Holiday? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions below. Do you think the Pacers can make the finals? Comment all that below. And I mean, guys, since this is the end of the video, I'm just going to address it right now. It's been a week since we hit 300 subs. Thank y'all. We're now at 406? I mean, dude, how? I don't know. We gained 100 subs in like a week. I just want to kiss y'all. And I'm not gay. I'm sorry. But just thank y'all so much. Y'all have truly blessed me. God has blessed me with this opportunity. Thank y'all so much. I'm sorry for missing the upload yesterday. Kind of was my fault. Kind of wasn't. I only had my phone upload. Didn't want to upload a crappy video. So I didn't upload. Sorry for missing that upload. I'm trying my best not to have that happen again. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.